Welcome to Stereo 3D Productions and this very special video about YouTube VR. That's right, today I'm going to be showing you how to watch my YouTube content in stereoscopic 3D through your virtual reality headset. It's been a long time coming. Now I have to give a little bit of backstory on this. See, I have years of experience producing stereoscopic 3D content on YouTube. This actually predates the dawn of VR in 2013. Now, when VR came around, I sort of realized something. Virtual reality is not just about the ability to look where you want. It's not just about having these perfectly tracked motion controllers in your view. No, the main thing about virtual reality is that amazingly realistic depth perception, the 3D. I have never seen a media do 3D better than what virtual reality does. So when I would produce content, of course it's one thing to be able to watch a video on your desktop without any depth perception, but I wanted to convey the full experience to you, or as much as possible. So you may notice that on my channel, in addition to all the public 2D videos, there is also the unlisted 3D equivalent of most of my videos. So you'll notice sometimes during the introduction, there's a little disclaimer that says that there is a 3D version available for that video in the description. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna use YouTube VR to watch those, but there's a catch. You cannot actually go and click a link in the description when you're using YouTube VR. So I'm gonna show you how to do this. Alright, so before you get started doing this, the first thing you're going to want to do is obviously install YouTube VR. Now fortunately, this step is pretty easy. All you got to do is open up Steam, go to the store page, search for YouTube VR, and when the app comes up, you're going to find out that it's completely free, so you can go ahead and install it right away. Once it downloads and installs, go ahead and fire up your VR runtimes, and then start YouTube VR. Now, there are two ways to go about this. The first way is to actually sign in to your YouTube account within YouTube VR, which means you're going to have access to your subscriptions. So if you've subscribed to my channel, it's going to be much easier to find it. The second way, which is what I'm going to demonstrate today, is to use the app without being signed in at all, which means you're going to have to use the search to find my channel. Either way, it's not going to be too hard. Now, if you remember correctly, I just said at the beginning that you cannot, in this app, click links in the description. So you can't open my 3D video equivalents by using that link at all. You can also not find my 3D videos because they happen to be unlisted. So how in the hell will you be watching my 3D content at all? Well, check this out. So I am not logged in here, so I'm going to have to use the search to find my own channel. So you go to the search page by using that menu down below. And in the search box, go ahead and type Stereo 3D Productions. Now, a hint I can give you here is you don't have to use this god-awful in VR keyboard. You can actually use your PC's keyboard, the real keyboard, and just go ahead and type in Stereo 3D Productions. So you may notice that I've done some testing in the past. So I actually saved the tag Stereo 3D Productions here, so I can just go ahead and rerun that search again. And that will find my YouTube channel. So I'm going to go ahead and tap on this, and that will open my YouTube channel. So now what's the next step? You got my channel page here. These are all 2D videos. What do? Well, swipe down to scroll all the way to created playlists. You're gonna find one playlist called Playlist for YouTube VR App. Now, if it is not first, which it is right now because I just happen to have updated it, but if you can't find this playlist in the first three here, you can actually swipe to the right to go and find it. I'll make sure that it's never too far down the list. So find Playlist for YouTube VR App and just click on it. And that will open my stereoscopic 3D content. And you'll notice at the bottom here, you have all my stereo 3D videos. I can actually go ahead and change and load my What Remains of Edith Finch video. I can load my Resident Evil 7 video. I can load my Alien Isolation video. So once you actually take your pointer off of this menu here, it'll go away, and you are suddenly watching my stereoscopic 3D equivalent videos. So yes, these are unlisted, so I'm gonna have to do some management here. As you may notice, my 3D playlist right now, my YouTube VR playlist, only has 7 videos in it. I have a lot more than just 7 3D videos. So over time, I'm actually gonna go through the library I have created and make sure that they're all present in this playlist, so you can go ahead and watch my entire channel in stereoscopic 3D. Now, something that's cool, as I watch this Alien Isolation video here, is that a lot of people actually don't know this, but I use 3D camcorders for the face cam, for the intros, for almost everything. There are some times where the video won't be 3D, but for 95% of my videos, I would say, the face cam is in 3D, the intro cam is in 3D, and the gameplay content is in 3D. A really cool feature here with this Alien Isolation video is that these photographs are actually in 3D, thanks to Eincro from Eincro Productions Co. So yes, there's a lot of 3D on my channel, and I feel like people are missing out. And having discovered this method, I can actually guarantee you that the very best way to watch my videos in stereoscopic 3D is through a VR headset. So I'm really stoked to have discovered that YouTube VR actually supports my videos properly. Now that I've showed you how to do this, and now that you can go ahead and just take off on your own and enjoy all my content in 3D, I want to just speak about miscellaneous notes. I said earlier in the video that I have a lot of experience creating stereoscopic 3D content on YouTube. Now, this dates back all the way to 2012, when I actually came back from a diving trip, a scuba diving trip, and I had used my stereoscopic 3D cam underwater, and I was like, I want a way to post this on YouTube for people to be able to watch it. And it turns out that back then, they had really good stereoscopic 3D screen support. Now, over the years, I started doing a lot of 3D gaming content, some 3D gaming reviews, some 3D gaming setup videos, and guess what happened around 2014 and 2015? YouTube screwed me over completely. They broke their players several times, and in 2015, what they did was really a kick in the nuts for a channel like mine. They actually changed their player completely, and the new player, it's like they had completely forgotten that they supported stereoscopic 3D. The new player didn't even know what to make of my videos. They were all completely fucked and unwatchable. This lasted for a while until they finally added the red and blue glasses option on screens. So now if you load one of my 3D videos on the desktop, you're going to see it play in red and blue 3D. That is really not a good option. The next best option, up until I discovered this, the next best option to watch my 3D videos was with Google Cardboard. That's still not a very good option. I'm one to actually despise Google Cardboard. I find it's the most half-hearted attempt at virtual reality, and only Google could actually be proud of that kind of effort. So it takes us all the way to this, which I finally discover. It turns out that YouTube have actually done a really decent effort at supporting stereoscopic 3D content and projecting it in the goddamn best media format we could ever had, virtual reality. So I'm really happy about this, but I don't want to get my hopes too high up. See, there's a possibility. This is YouTube we're talking about. They love to break everything they create. They've broken 3D in the past multiple times. They've broken 360 videos, and now I'm afraid that one day they break this. So I cannot guarantee you that it's going to work forever. But for the time being, this is actually a high quality way of watching my stereoscopic 3D videos. So I'm going to go ahead and skip in this video and just be watching something that's a little more than me running through the intro screen. But this is Alien Isolation. And aside for the fact that you're watching it on a rectangle screen, that you're not getting that full 360 aspect of the VR, this looks so close to what I see in virtual reality when I'm playing the game, minus maybe a bit of encoding artifacts in the video. See, YouTube encodes at a very high bitrate, but when it comes to watching stereoscopic 3D, you will still notice that it is not quite there yet in terms of quality, but it is really good. Don't get me wrong. I recommend everyone experience this for themselves because it is, in my opinion, the best way to watch my videos. Yeah, watching VR on a desktop in 2D is one thing. You get an idea of my reaction through the game. But if you watch these in stereoscopic 3D like this through VR, man, you will delve way more into the game. I will get to take you with me into these experiences. And that's why I've been producing my videos like this for years, expecting one day to have a format in virtual reality to watch them. And this is where we're at now. You can finally watch years of my content through this app. So that's about it. I mean, it is a relief to me to make this app. It took me a while to actually get to it because it happens not to work on Windows 7. I have a secondary computer here with a GTX 970 in it, which I finally upgraded to Windows 10 because I don't use it that often, so if it causes me any problems, it won't affect me too badly. It's my secondary computer. But I went ahead and upgraded to Windows 10, and now I can do things like try out YouTube VR, record it, and deliver it to you. So for the record, this is running on a GTX 970. It's not that much of a system. I mean, it was a really good system when it was new, but it is now over 5 years old, so it really is not current anymore. And yet, I'm very impressed with the performance here. It works really great as far as my videos go. So I hope you get the same experience. I'm expecting you to have hardware that's slightly better than what I'm using right now. So that's it, folks. Oh yeah, and I obviously have to mention that this will not work on Windows 7. You have to be on Windows 10 for this to work. So folks, this has been Stereo 3D Productions, showing you how to watch Stereo 3D Productions in frickin' 3D. So now you're gonna understand why my channel is called Stereo 3D Productions. And I thank you for watching. I shall see you next time.